Well, it's kind of crazy to think about it, but this is the last regular season week for TSM in the LCS, and I'm hoping that it's going to be a banger. And this week we'll be starting off against FlyQuest, so let's talk some TSM. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Talking TSM. And yes, this is sadly going to be the last week of regular season for the LCS, but we're not going to be all sad because we are guaranteed at least one more week, hopefully 2 weeks, depending on how TSM do. Trying to make their way to the playoffs. They are 8-7 right now. They are locked into a playoff spot. Their goal right now is to make top six, which would allow them then to have the double elimination rules, which means that no matter what happens in that first series, we would at least get a second series. I would love to see us make a run. This show will continue, well, as long as TSM continues. And then after that, we'll have, I guess, a goodbye of sorts. But you know what? We're not looking at that right now. We've got a couple more weeks of good things ahead. And I've got a question for you guys. Question of the week. Yeah, I know I'm still being a little sag, I guess. But what's your favorite TSM memory? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll tell you, mine was the 2020 championship. I know that Worlds didn't go well for us. I know that we underperformed, but to see Bjerg and Doublelift win one more championship with TSM on a team that I think nobody really expected to play as well during a pandemic season, with Speak Up going out there and playing like crazy, Biofrost coming back, and our boy Broken Blade still being on the team. That's one of my favorite teams of all time, and it was an absolute joy to watch them and them winning a championship during a really terrible time for a lot of people. I know I went out and grabbed a beer and sat outside on the porch and reveled in the sunlight as TSM had pulled off the big dub. So that's my favorite TSM memory. Please share yours with me as well. Moving on, we do still face FlyQuest this week, who are, I don't know how else to put it other than terrible right now. They are 4-11. They have scarcely won a game. They had a 3-0 week, in week 3, but have looked pretty terrible outside of that little chunk of time. They just can't seem to come together. They can't seem to handle the pressure, and they're facing elimination right now. And in this first game, like that's their elimination game, right? Like if we take them down, then it's over. Their split is done. One of the all-time biggest fails for a team, in my opinion, being FlyQuest, as it has been a struggle to watch them try to do just about anything. They can't get early game leads. Their team fighting late game is pretty atrocious, and the players themselves don't really seem to know what to do to fix that. It's been pretty hard to watch, honestly, but I think for them it's going to fall to Prince. If they want to win these last 3 games and have a chance, not even a guarantee, but a chance to make playoffs, he's going to have to step up. He's going to have to be the guy, because if he can't be that guy, then it's not going to matter. And, they brought him over as the big prospect, right? I'm sure they are paying him a pretty nice amount of money, and he has yet to really find his groove, I feel like, in the LCS. Even last split, like, it was really the first 9 games, and then after that, it's been, it's about 24-ish plus games, if you count playoffs, of him just completely struggling to I think, really make the plays that we know that he's capable of. So if I'm TSM, I'm trying to stop him, and if I'm FlyQuest, they're trying to, pump him up and get him to help them carry them to the potential to make playoffs. And I think it's going to fall to this guy, Boogie, to really stop that. Spica gave him some relatively high praise. I think Boogie has been a lot more consistent this split, which is saying maybe not a lot, because the bar was set relatively low last split, but I'm very hopeful that he is going to be able to step up, make some big plays, get on a jungler that can specifically be a playmaker, and hopefully control the Dragon Pit, because I believe that's where TSM succeed more often than not. They just feel like they have a better understanding of how to play around the bot lane, even when Wild Turtle maybe gets a little bit behind. So I'm going to be looking at him to tandem with Insanity and to control most of the map. Even if Prince is playing well, if Boogie's able to, hop on him and take him out, or, even if Chime, because we seem to like to play dive comps, then I could see them doing really, really well. So, with that in mind, I am going to call the FlyQuest season's going to end with this game, and that will get ourselves up to 9-7. People are going to call me crazy, but I think we are just playing a lot better right now in terms of our macro play, our understanding of how to play as a team, how to move around the map really well, and I think everybody has the ability to be a playmaker. They may not be the main playmaker on the team, but every single game we see, Hanser step up with a great ult, Boogie making a good call for a dragon, or making a good call for a team fight, right? Insanity just playing out of his mind right now. Wild Turtle making consistently huge plays in really big moments where things are, on a tightrope essentially. And Chime always coming up with a huge engage, and I think being the catalyst for helping us come back or push our lead to the point of no return against another team. So I'm really feeling that we're going to get a dub here. You guys can let me know in the comment section below if you agree, but I believe that we're going to end FlyQuest's playoff aspirations with this game, and continue to vault ourselves up the rankings with the hope of a top 6. I believe only 2 wins are needed for us to guarantee a top 6. So, I don't know. Like I said, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, with that, I'll catch you guys on the next one.